yes, the update did drop Ash. A lot of good changes, a lot of miscellaneous buffs, all that sort. And full patch notes, too. For now, we're about to have TheGreatGonzales versus... Versus who? Jet. Incineroar. Start game 1 on Battlefield, I assume. One of the rare sets not started on a PS2.
Dagobah, can I tell you a secret?
What's up, man?
I am not good at this video game.
That's not okay. A secret. Of course not. Alright, game 1, Justin Incineroar versus Gonzales' Palutena. Starting on Battlefield, I understand this decision on both ends.
Interesting decision to go Palutena here against Incineroar. What are you thinking? What are you thinking he's thinking?
Probably not a bad matchup.
Palutena against a lot of characters is not a bad matchup.
Oh yeah.
I think Palutena Gonz is gonna try to exploit Incineroar's recovery a little bit here.
That was almost really sick.
Good recovery there.
Smartly recovering to the top left.
That up B, that warp goes so far. It's so tough to predict.
Gonzales tried to whip punish the Lariat, but
ow,
an infamously active hitbox.
Yeah. And that is going to kill.
Yep. Great
Very
punish
good job
by
by Jet. That's what we saw in his game against Nate, is he's able to very, very consistently hit these side Bs, and especially very close to the ledge, where it's going to be very, very tough for these characters to get back on.
Alright. Jet's got Gonzales on the ledge. What's he going to do with it?
Is this going to kill? We got the spark, but we did not get the kill.
Missed the 2-frame.
Gonz kind of at a loss here, not sure what to do here. We have revenge.
Reversal. And that is
going
there's
to...
no way.
Oh, wow. That was very anticlimactic.
That's all good, though.
I would have been pissed off if that up air by Gonz had killed, though, after that.
Hit him with the
Jet taking a commanding lead here over Gonz.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Yo, Ash, you definitely got to come out for the 500 weekly happening in 2 weeks from now.
Whatever you just said, yes. Incineroar, unfortunately, not able to make it back to the stage. But Jet, we see still with a solid advantage here and up an entire stock. Gonz now showing a little bit of aggression. We have revenge on the table. It's so
doing the classic juggling against Incineroar. Finally revenging one of the others. Finally landing. Gets the Lariat.
Even that was
very, very quickly turning around in Jet's favor.
Oh, ill-advised side B there.
Can he recover?
Gonz not able to get the edge guard. He needs to be able to hit some more of this consistently.
Good thing Gonz DI'd out, otherwise the game would have been over.
Exactly. And Jet just showing supreme superiority here in this matchup.
Oh yeah.
No, we haven't seen enough of Gonz trying to exploit, Incineroar's recovery.
Well, he also has to just get Jet off stage in the first place.
Yeah, he does. There, you can knock him off, you can knock him out, but
you gotta get him there in the first place.
One solid hit.
The hard part.
If Jet is able to find a way to connect one of these side Bs, it's gonna be curtains for Gonz.
Oh yeah. Getting the air juggles though. Good air dodge.
All right, Jet, I feel, is getting a little anxious here, just trying to find that one hit that's going to kill. He needs to remain patient. Back throw here. Oh, no, up throw. Interesting option there.
Up throw, that makes a lot of sense.
I guess
like,
from the center of the stage, yeah.
It's kind of a DI mix-up, too. It's like Great Gonzales would be expecting him to back throw, right? So the proper DI to getting out of back throw would be the worst possible DI for up throw. And like,
that's a good.
They were both at high percents.
So Jet taking that first game over Gonz in rather convincing form. So let's see if Gonz decides to go Ness here. That's typically what he does when he loses one game.
I didn't even know you came here for Soul Calibur, Dula.
Who? Oh. Man, I wish I knew how to commentate Soul Calibur. That game looks like so much.
It is a lot of fun. I still need to like put real time into it and like get PS Plus and everything, but I like it.
I was able to sorta commentate Street Fighter a little bit back when it first came out. Not no one plays that game apparently. We're gonna go Simon here.
Not around these parts, no.
No Street Fighter in these parts. We don't accept that game here, boy.
Going to Simon, probably not the worst idea ever.
Especially on FD, it's going to be a nightmare for Incineroar to try to get in here. And Gonz is going to be content to just create a wall of projectiles.
Gonzales definitely taking advantage of the fact that you pick the stage before you pick characters.
Yes. Very much so.
Definitely, yeah.
Although I will say, Gonz, I have seen him put in absolute work against this character.
Oh, yeah.
But much like Incineroar, he's got aside from his tether, not a fantastic recovery.
That is true.
It's a little stale. So
it's pretty much who gets off stage first. The answer is usually Incineroar.
Usually.
But let's see what Jet can do to fix that.
But we are also talking about the Great Gonzales here. One of the best players in this area, so let's see what options he has for Incineroar off the ledge here. Is he going to be able to make it back? Still has yet to be seen. Able to make it back to the
Pass
ledge
falling to the ledge. Best idea, probably.
And you see Gonz there going for a down air. That's what he
Jet
loves to do.
Not being able to jump high enough to punish that down air. But the dash attack killing. Nice move read.
What's interesting about this here, and what I tried to mention in the last talk, is that Gonz likes at high percents go for the down air to uppy combo, but it works a lot more consistently off of platforms. Obviously, Gonz without any platforms is not going to be able to get that as often as he would like to.
I don't feel like that's going to be a particularly noticeable problem right now, though. Considering you can just do that.
Yes, particularly. That Holy Fire is such a good option on the ledge. Jet, we also see making very good use of these
Jet
revenges.
got the install. That was a cute little confirm. Just trying to rack up the damage.
Nice lariat off the
That
ledge.
was really smart. Spot dodge into lariat.
Lariat off the ledge is very akin to Fox or Wolf neutral air. It's just a safe move that you can just throw out. Because if it doesn't hit, you can just drip back a little bit, and it's very tough to punish. God's trying to put out another wall here.
Dash attack.
Was that a footstool?
Yeah, that was a footstool at the very instant he snaps the ledge. That's kind of incredible, actually.
Okay, Incineroar in a very tough spot here. Gonz throwing axes around Incineroar's recovery here. I think that says a lot about Jet and his ability to recover with this character.
Oh, yeah.
If you can find a way to somehow make Incineroar's recovery...
Oh, no,
and as I was
facing the wrong direction.
As I was crediting Jet for his good use of Incineroar recovery, we see him just absolutely kill himself.
Commentator's curse, man.
Commentator's curse. Got there.
Getting the beginnings of a juggle, but Gonzales finding a way to land.
And
Gonzales definitely trying to bait Jet into forward tilt.
He's going to bait him out with these projectiles, which he's made very good use of this game. All right.
Forward air taking it, though.
Back at 1-1.
Quite a bit of a hill to climb, though, unless he gets some nice
Incineroar can get a nice cheap stock here.
His revenge got baited there, though, and that's the F smash. Great DI. Greater recovery. Oh, no.
Forward smash would have killed there, but Gonz only able to get off an F tilt. That axe. I thought for a second there he was actually living that, but no. We're out of here. Gonz taking that second game over Simon. It looked a little bit at the beginning there, like Incineroar had his number, but we saw Gonz sort of come back a little bit. Enough so that he was able to take that game. But it's going to be interesting to see how each player takes this third game, because now Jet has a little bit of an opportunity to see. Okay,
going to Unova. Interesting.
I very rarely go to this stage just because it's awkward. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels. But this is me complaining, the O2 Warrior. That's why they're on stream right now, and I'm not.
And we need to get Thrax down here. We need the O2 crew back in the chain.
The O2 crew.
Yeah. Back when there was there used to be a pretty big scene for Pokken tournament back in the day in New Jersey, and during this we had this O2 crew, like everyone who went O2.
That's a game I'm upset and yet also not upset that I didn't get into.
I understand why.
Because it shined very brightly for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So
back to the match here though.
Was it
looking pretty even.
Pokken tournament?
No.
Okay.
The only Alolan Pokemon that was Shui.
Gonz taking a very
Space
decent lead in this game.
Avoiding the up air, knowing that would be the death of him.
Back there, not quite going to kill yet. He's going to be able to tether here.
Just letting him tether back to the stage. Maybe not the best.
Not opting for the last hit of that side B there. I think that would have killed easy.
I don't know.
Me neither, I guess.
You do also have to genuinely time it, so it is very possible that he just missed the timing. Oh, don't worry, Ash. I will. Good up B. Good DP. Ooh, just barely air dodging the up air. Rolling for an air, taker of many a stock this set.
We see GreatGonzales still with a very, very decent stock advantage here. We're gonna see Holy Fire here off the ledge. He gets him baiting, and he's gonna go for a forward smash or a forward tilt there. Good punish there from Jet.
I mean, just hitting him on the edge guard attempt. Forward air into
good idea with the lariat. Not able to punish with the grab. We see Incineroar here with a little bit of a confidence advantage here. He's going to be able to tether. He will, but
finally got up a good edge guard.
Neutral air off stage. And Gonzales is down to his winner's bracket stock here. Let's see what Incineroar does here. He's going to
gets punished for the on-stage recovery.
Both characters at 0%. I do not think one of these characters has a greater advantage over the other here. One of these players, rather.
Not at this range, at least.
I'm very excited to see how this ends up.
Just doing a very good job at maneuvering around the GreatGonzales' web.
Went for a tether there. He's lucky he was able to get it back with the up B there.
Read a neutral get up. But his misread was not punished, luckily for him. That's what we in
really
fighting games like to call footsies.
Not able to connect with that neutral air off stage. That's how he was able to take that second stock. I feel like he's going to look for that again. Whenever he gets Gonz off stage, he's going to look for that neutral air.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very lucky also that that Holy Fire was able to get it.
Zoning him now.
Now this game is dead even. We've got about 10 people staring at the screen right now. Incineroar off stage, not in a good spot here. We're gonna see. Oh no! Just too low, not able to recover. Gonz able to clutch it back. Down 1-0 with his pallets.